Hey friends, it's your girl Callie, coming here to talk to you about my favorite topic, menus. Okay, wait a minute. Menus is not my favorite topic, but menus equals good food, and good food is my favorite topic. As you saw in our intro video, Kayla talked about when we first started camping, our food was super basic. Boxed cereals, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, things like that. Nothing wrong with that. It's great. But for me personally, if I'm going to be sitting around a campfire, watching the kids ride their bikes and hanging out with friends and family, I wanted yummy food to be involved. So I became our menu guru. What that means is that each time that we're going to go out camping, I plan the food for both my family and Kayla's family, and I provide her with a list of what we're going to be eating and all the groceries that she needs to go buy. And so now that we're becoming best friends with y'all too, I wanted to provide the same thing for you. So that's one thing that you can expect from our Instagram account and our Facebook account. You can find all different kind of menus, and I'm going to go over with you today how you can use those menus and the different things that go into play when I'm creating them. So first of all, I want to talk to you. I'm going to throw up an example here of a menu. This is the first page that you would print off, and you're going to see that it provides breakfast, lunch, and dinner for each of the days that you're camping. Please note that I'm going to provide lots of different menus, so different holiday menus, long weekend, short weekend, different seasons, stuff like that. But for the one here, this is going to be our 4th of July menu, where we're going to be out a little bit longer and we're going to be on the lake. So you'll see that there's going to be breakfast, lunch, and dinner for each day. You're going to want to print that off or take a screenshot of it, because nothing's worse than buying all your food, getting to the campsite, and then you can't remember what you're supposed to be using it for. So you'll want to use that whenever you are going to go camping. So let me tell you a little bit of what goes into how I plan our meals. First of all, I think about the time of year. Maybe it's winter and we're going to have some tomato basil soup and dunk some grilled cheese sandwiches in it. Actually, I'm really excited. That sounds so yummy right now. But currently, it's in the high 90s here, so I would not want to plan that for lunch during the summer. You also want to think about things that pertain to the time of year. For example, if it's summer and I know we're going to be on the lake all day, I don't want to get meals that involve a bunch of cracker type products or things like that. Just imagine with me a big bag of goldfish and your kids' wet lake hands going in and those crackers dissolving. It gets super gross. So you want to think about the time of year when you're planning the meals that you're having and what makes the most sense for the time of year and for the activities you'll be doing because of the time of year. Another thing that I think about is you want to plan meals that have a lot of like items. So for example, if I'm going to buy a head of lettuce, I don't want to plan one meal with lettuce in it. I'm either going to have to throw all that extra lettuce away, or at the end of my camping trip, when I get home and I'm unloading my trailer, I'm going to have a lot of food that I have to unload. And that's not fun either. So you're going to want to keep in mind that the meals that you're planning, they should have a lot of the same things. So we might have burgers one night and chicken sliders a different evening and sandwiches, so that I could really utilize the lettuce, the sliced cheese, stuff like that over and over again. So you want to get items that have a lot of the same things in them and make sure you are planning a menu that involves you using all the food that you're purchasing, so that you have less to unload when you get home. Another thing you want to think about is choosing recipes that are simple. Sure, maybe I mean simple to make, because especially like in the summer, you don't want to be standing in front of a hot stove and heating up your trailer with your oven all day long. That is not going to be relaxing or enjoyable for you. So yes, I mean simple in the way that you make it and how you make it, but I also mean simple in the fact that you don't want to pick something that has a bunch of ingredients in it and tons of different spices and things like Worcestershire sauce, stuff like that you're not naturally in your trailer and you don't want to have to carry with you. So think of things that have simple ingredients in it, things that you just have on hand or spices you keep in your trailer. Here's one little tip. Let's say you have a certain mixture of spices that you really like to put on your chicken or your burger, something like that, but it involves, 5 different spices. One thing you can do is go ahead and pre-make those spices and put it in a little Ziploc bag and carry that Ziploc bag with you to the trailer. Instead of having to take all 5 or 6 spices into the trailer, and then even worse, you forget to unload it and they get all hard and they dry up, or the next time you go to make it at home, you realize all your spices are in the trailer. So that's one little tip for you. Another thing that I like to do is I like to go ahead and make some things before I leave. So things like pasta salad I might make beforehand, chicken salad, tuna, something like that. I might make that at home. I like to pre-cut all my veggies. We really enjoy having cold veggies with ranch or hummus, something like that, for snacks or with our meals. And so I'll pre-cut and wash all of the veggies just so I'm not having to waste time and stand in the trailer doing that. But not only food. Don't forget about your sweet tooth as well. So something that I love to pre-make is cookies and Rice Krispie treats. They're yummy, easy snacks to enjoy while you're camping, but they're easier to make at home than, again, carrying all that ingredients onto your trailer and then also the mess of making it all. So don't forget, you can prep some things at home beforehand. I've even done something like made kebabs at home before and had those already ready to go with the meat and the vegetables on them and the marinade in them. That way, that night when we pull up to the campsite, all we have to do is throw them on the grill. So now let's move on and talk about page 2 of your menu that we'll be providing. Page 2, right here, is your grocery list. And so let me go over with you how this grocery list is going to work. With every menu, I'm going to type out all the ingredients you're going to need to be able to accomplish those menus. And so you'll see a little box first. That's for you to check off when you've added that item into your cart. And then there's a dash. That dash is for the quantity that fits your family. So let's take sliced cheese, for example. If we're going to be having sliced cheese and you're someone like Kayla who has 3 members in her family, you might be able to get away with just 1 package of sliced cheese. But if you're someone like me who has 5 members in my family, we might need 2 packages of sliced cheese for the weekend. So you're going to put in right there whatever you think you're going to need for your family for that trip. Then it's going to list the item that you need, like I said, sliced cheese, and then you're going to see parentheses with a ×2, ×4, whatever. What that means is that you're going to use that item in 2 meals. So if it says sliced cheese ×2, that means there's going to be 2 different meals that you're going to need sliced cheese in. So if a package of sliced cheese has like 8 slices and I know I'm going to have it in burgers and sandwiches, then for me, I'm going to need to put 2 packages of sliced cheese so that I can accomplish it for 2 meals. The only thing that you are not going to see in this menu setup is recipes. And the reason why I did that was because some of these meals, you probably know how to make hamburgers and stuff like that. But if you ever come across a meal that you want to have, but you're not sure how you would make it, please shoot me an email, comment on any of our posts, something like that. I'd be glad to share with you the recipe that I personally use, no problem. So another thing I want you to keep in mind is I said that you could put that little check mark in the box of when you put it in your cart. Well, your cart can mean more than one thing. This is just what we do personally. Take it or leave it. It's totally up to you. But for us, we actually place an order online to pick up our groceries. And what we do is we find a grocery store that's closest to our campsite, and we pick up our groceries once we're closer to our campsite. We do this for a few reasons. One, as you know, I have 3 kids and a dog and a husband and all of our stuff already in my truck, and so it just clears up a little bit of space for a longer duration of our travel. But then also, I don't have to keep it cold as long. So sometimes the grocery store is only 10-15 minutes away from the campsite, so I can go ahead and put that cold stuff just right in the back of the truck and head on into the campsite versus having to figure out how I'm going to fit it all in the cooler and ice it all down, stuff like that. So like I said, that's just something we personally do. Totally up to you what's best for you and your family. If you want to just know that it's all packed and you're ready to go, or if you want to slide by a grocery store and pick it up as you get closer to your campsite. Either way, your cart can be virtually or in person. The other thing that I want to mention about our grocery list is you see that there's all the items listed for the menu. But what I didn't include was snacks, desserts, and drinks. But I did give you a space to fill in what your family loves best. So think about what snacks you love to eat and make sure you write those in. Do not forget the drinks. Always include lots of bottled water. You need that to stay hydrated, whether you're hiking in the fall or out on the water in the lake in the summer. Either way, you're going to need lots of water and your family's favorite beverages. When you're picking out your snacks, keep in mind what you're doing. Like I said, you might not want crackers when you're in the water. And then if you're out hiking, you want something that's probably packaged up for you that you can throw in a backpack on your back. For us, we like to keep in mind that we like to buy protein products that are high in protein. So bars and nuts and things like that. Protein is what makes you feel full. And so we know that if we're out on a trail and our kids get whiny and they're hungry, a little package of nuts or a good protein bar will help us keep going. So you might want to keep in mind something like that. This has nothing to do with menus, but I want to throw it out there real quick since we're talking about snacks. If you're going out on the lake or you're going on a hike, either way, whenever you finish that snack that you packed, you're gonna have to put the trash somewhere. So please remember to bring like a Ziploc bag or a grocery sack or something like that, something that you can put that trash in. I know, that has nothing to do with menus, but I thought I'd mention it. Okay, so now I've told you about how our menus work, what I think about when I'm planning the menus. And so we're going to start providing menus for you. We will release those in our stories on Instagram so that you can screenshot them. We'll also be releasing those on Facebook so that you can print them off if you would like, whatever's best for you and how you do your planning. Either way, we just want to make it super simple for you to pack up your family, hit the road, and start enjoying quality time together and the great outdoors. So we'll start releasing those menus to you. Also, it takes a village, right? We know that we all need each other. We were designed for community. So if you have really great recipes that you love or other tips and tricks that you can add to this video, we're open. Please make sure you leave comments and let us know your best tips and tricks. If you try a recipe that you love, please share. And if you use our menus, we'd love to hear about that too. Hope you have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. The more we engage with you, the more we know what you're looking for and how we can best help you, which is our goal. Have a great day.